Okay, Jeremy, here's how you take the brake pads in and out. If you look at this brake, you'll see it says forward here, and there's an arrow facing forward. Your brake pads, I don't know if Jared can show this, will have a arrow on them, and it'll say right and left. It's a little hard to see on this Shimano one that I'm going to put on here, and it'll have a forward, and it'll say right or left. So this is the right one, and this is the forward direction. And on your brake shoes, there's usually a little set screw here. And you got to be careful when you take these out. If you do it in an area like I'm doing right now, and you drop this screw, they can be hard to find because they're tiny. So I'm very careful when I take this out. I'm actually kind of taking a risk here by doing it right here in this area. So there's this tiny little screw here. And I usually go set it over here out of the way, so I know that there it is. And then if you've greased your pads, you can just push them back out of the shoes like this, like that, and pull it out. There's little grooves there. And then what I do is I take and ahead of time, I grease this with a little bit of grease right on the edges. That way if you have to take these out in the future when they wear down, it's really easy to get them out. And I usually use some Pedro's grease or just some typical sim grease, that sort of thing. And here's the one that's the right side. I'm going to just put this in. So this one says, make sure here, yeah, right, and then the forward facing, that direction. So I put this in the shoes, and there's little grooves here. You have to push the brake a little bit to the side, push it in like that, and it goes all the way to the front. All right, and this is where you take your little screw. Hopefully I won't drop it trying to put it in here. If you do this on an area where you can easily find it, it's probably a good idea. I'm being risky here. And you just screw that in like that. And what that does is it goes into a little groove on the pad, holds it in the shoe, and then you do a good tightening. So now I've taken the Exolith pad out of here, and I just put a Shimano pad in here that's for carbon rims in general. Put it in there, it's all set. I wipe off if any of the grease comes out, just to make sure, and then that pad's out of there. You just do that for, in your case, taking your pads out once you get the Exolith pads and on those Dura-Ace brakes, and just putting these in there. I think that bike had Reynolds pads, and I think it probably works fine, but these Exolith ones will work better for those wheels. All right.